and leave them until they're cold. And then you've got these. By the way, it's a bit cool cooking. Yeah. Cooking is all about how it tastes, how it feels, how it smells. So just give this a stir until it's all melted. Keep stirring so it doesn't catch the bottom of. If the mixture comes straight off the bowl, then you've creamed it. If it doesn't, stir it. Just like that. Perfect. Hello, I'm Beverley Glock. Welcome to the first of my edible Christmas gift shows. Today is going to be all about chocolate and using some lovely chocolate blocks. I'm going to show you how to temper the chocolate and how to turn that into chocolate bark, and some lovely little chocolates that I'm going to use some silicone moulds for. Now, there are three ways of tempering chocolate. There's doing it the proper chocolatier way, which involves taking the temperature and heating it up again and cooling it down, and actually laying it on a marble slab and mixing it up, which is great if you've got time. The other way is putting it in a bain-marie over a pan of barely simmering water, but again you need a chocolate thermometer for that. The easiest way, and is virtually foolproof, I can do it so it's got to be foolproof, is by doing it in your classic microwave. The trick with tempering chocolate in a microwave is to make sure your microwave is only ever on low or defrost setting. Break your chocolate into bits or grate it or use chocolate drops. Pop it in a microwave safe bowl and put it in your microwave initially for 1 minute. Take it out, give it a shake. Do not stir it, just give it a quick shake. And put it in again on low for another minute. Carry on doing that until it starts to melt. As soon as it starts to melt, reduce your time to 20 seconds. Otherwise, you'll just burn your chocolate. 20 seconds, take it out, give it a shake. You know it's tempered when you can still see the outline shape of the chocolate in the melted chocolate. So it's almost melted. At that point, you can give it a quick stir and it should melt fully. There you have tempered chocolate. And with tempering, you're actually elongating the crystals, so you've got crystals in the chocolate of all the same length, so that when it sets again, when you break it, it snaps, and you've got that wonderful snap to the chocolate. It also should have a lovely glossy finish. If your chocolate looks dull and it has a bloom on it and it doesn't set properly, you don't get that snap, then you haven't tempered it. And the only way to get around that is to break the chocolate up, pop it back in the microwave, add a third more chocolate and start it again. And then it should work. So I'm going to do a mixture. I've got some milk chocolate I'm going to start with, and I've also got some orange chocolate, and I've got loads of different sprinkles and some popping candy, you know, like space dust, so we can get popping candy chocolate to give to my friends for Christmas. Should we get cooking? So this has been in for 1 minute, and you can see just around the edges here that it's actually starting to melt, so I'm going to pop that in now for 20 seconds. Alright, at this point you can just about see the outline of the chocolate, and if I stir that, it's all melted. That is beautifully tempered. If you want to try it to make sure that it's tempered, place a dollop on a saucer and pop it in the fridge. Take it out within about 2 minutes and take it off the saucer, and providing it snaps, it's ready. So now I've got my orange chocolate tempering, and once that's done, we'll show you how to do chocolate bar. These are crackle crystals. So this is the popping candy. You can buy this in supermarkets. Do not get it wet. If you get it wet, it will start popping. And once it starts popping, it means that the carbon dioxide that is stored inside the sugar has gone off, and it won't pop again once it's in your mouth. It will pop a little bit while it's in the chocolate. Can you hear that? But the chocolate will coat it. You need to use popping candy in some kind of fat, so which is why chocolate works so well. So all we're going to do now is spread this on a piece of baking parchment. I'm going to do a little one so I can do different toppings. Now it doesn't matter if they are different sizes, it doesn't matter if they're a bit squiffy at the edges. This is some orange chocolate, and what I'm going to do is just put some dollops on there, do that on a couple of them, and then just use a skewer to just drag that through fairly abstractly, just to create kind of a marbled effect. And then I'm just going to pop some sprinkles on, so I've got some lovely gold stars for that one, which will go really well with it. And on this one, I'm just going to pop in some silver stars. And then, as a real treat, this is edible silver leaf. I'm just going to tear off pieces of that. You can get gold leaf and just stick them on roughly, so that when this dries there will be pieces of real silver in it. And this final one, I've got some little pieces of crystallized violet, which will give it the flavour of, do you remember Parma violets or violet creams? This is what it will taste like with these, which is why I didn't put the orange on. Now they just go into the fridge to set for about 20 minutes, and then now the remaining mixture I'm going to turn into chocolates. And these chocolate molds, this one's a Christmas one, which has got some presents and a star and some other funny shaped presents, and this one's little gingerbread men. And again, all we do with this is very carefully fill up the moulds with chocolate. Now again, this is a great one, you know, get the children to do this. It's so easy. If you do go over the edge, don't worry, just use a little bit of kitchen roll to scrape it off, otherwise you won't get a beautiful shape when you take it out at the end. Yeah, with the chocolate bark, you can add lots of other different things on there. You can use dark chocolate, you can use white chocolate, you could add in some lumps of fudge, you could add nuts, you could put seeds in there, you could put different dried fruit. Cranberries and white chocolate is a lovely one to do at this time of year. Just let your imagination go wild. So I've just got my chocolate bark out of the fridge, and let me show you, this is what I mean. It's now really nice and hard. This is my sprinkly bit. Now if I just break that, you've got that lovely crunch. All we're going to do is break this into bits and pop it into some cello bags, and then just tie it with a little bit of tying ribbon. And then with the chocolate moulds, all we do is pop those upside down and just gently squeeze them out, and these just work like a dream. If you've got any raw bits on the edges, then just break them off. If you were actually efficient, what you would have done is got a palette knife and scraped over the top of the silicone before you put it in the fridge, but I completely forgot about that. So this is what you do when you are rushed for time and you, like me, just end up forgetting to do the bits properly, even when you're on camera. So if you want to add a little bit of glitter to these, this is edible luster, and you can just outline a little bit on there, which just makes them stand out a wee bit more and gives that extra little bit of depth and Christmassiness to them. And the other thing is, any that have gone completely pear-shaped, like with this one, I've got way too much chocolate on there, and there's just no way I can get that off. Only one thing to do with that, and that's eat it. Make sure that they taste good so that you can give them to other people, as we know.